Hello, folks. This is Len. Here to talk about episode number 7. This one is called Burning It Down, about the North End in the Winnipeg area and all the fires that have been happening here throughout the winter. Still, fires have been happening out throughout Winnipeg quite frequently, a little bit more so than in the past. And so I figured I'd write a song about it. In fact, in the winter, there was like 2 houses, one across the street from the studio and one 2 doors down that burnt down in a matter of, like a week, not even a week. I think maybe even 3 days apart of each other. And I was just like, this is getting ridiculous already. Anyway, there's still fires, but now it's more forest fires that are going on in Western Canada and Ontario. Hopefully these fires are, we get some rain and some of these kind of, just situations get better. Anyway, moving on. Other things about the song. Again, my son, Ian, he's a guest on the song again, playing drums, and with him and a few other people mentioning, the cutting of my head off in other videos. I figured I'd elaborate on that. I've gotten a new camera, and I can actually see myself being filmed. The other camera that I had was a Lumix F1. They're still great cameras. And right now I'm currently filming with a GH4, and it has the flip screen so I can see myself and I can definitely tell that I'm not cutting my head off. So other things, the lighting's getting better, more lights throughout these videos, learning about white noise and settings in the camera versus the settings on the lights to get a better balance of just seeing everything and not having to do so much correction later. There is always some correction going on, but that's just the nature of things. As time moves on, like throughout these videos, some of these videos were shot back in the winter. We're at episode 7 in presenting content to YouTube, whereas some of the actual songs themselves, content, has been on Facebook for months now. I figured I would shoot a bunch of content and have a bunch in the bank, sort of a thing, because it's hard to keep shooting these videos and always have content for YouTube constantly. So I figured I'd get ahead of the game. Also introduce myself as talking, getting used to that. Also getting used to talking about gear. And we have talked about gear even today, a little bit about the cameras. The one thing that's great about both of these cameras is all the lenses work on both cameras. These are both Micro Four Thirds sensors. Maybe possibly down the line interviewing people that have come to the studio and their experiences here, or maybe anything to do with their live performances or what have you. It's a developing stage, and I'm here to have fun with it and try a new venture. Anyway, with all that said, here is episode 7, Burning It Down. I hope you enjoy it. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Method
One other tidbit for that song, the chorus, the backup vocals, probably can't catch what it's saying, but it's saying over and over, cash cow. Figured I'd just throw that little tidbit at you. Anyway, have a listen to it back and see if you catch it now. Have a good day.